welcome to this class. We're going to base this class all around Trikonasana and Parivrtta Trikonasana in lots of different fun ways, lying down, using the wall, using the chair, doing the pose itself, and seeing what we gain when we put those poses together, what understandings come, what depth comes, things that we can then take into our practice and forward into our life. So welcome to this YouTube channel. My name's Rham and I'm sharing 2 times a week, every Monday and every Thursday. And the best way to check out my classes is to go to the home page of this channel and find playlists. And under playlists, all of the classes are organised by levels, by type, etc. So for those of you joining today, gather your yoga kit, hit pause if you need to, and let's come back to the mat. We're going to put our mat right up against the wall for our first pose, Sukha Parivrtta cycle. Lying down, making sure that you have a little loop in your strap for the foot. Lining our feet up, heels firm, toes spread, legs firm, moving the hips and buttocks towards the heels so that as we lie down, the lower back is close to the ground. Roll those front shoulders back and feel the collarbones lengthen. And with an exhale, soften the expressions from the face. Feel them flowing towards the earth. And now go ahead and bend the right leg, put the loop on the foot, and find Supta Parivrtta. Keeping that left heel firm, keeping that left thigh rolling in so that the kneecap faces the sky. Begin to draw the right leg closer. And as you draw the leg closer, push the front of the right thigh away from you to the bone to keep space in the right abdomen and to really open the back of the knee. One more breath cycle. And exhale and releasing. Lining up the feet, left leg, Supta Parivrtta. Sending our attention immediately to the right heel, pressing it down, rolling this right thigh in so the kneecap is really facing the sky. And as we draw that left leg towards us, keep moving the front of the left thigh away from you to the bone to bring space to the left abdomen and openness to the back of the knee. And then releasing, Supta Tadasana. Right leg up again, loop on the foot, coming to our first lateral Supta Parivrtta. So we're going to hold the strap with the right hand, put the rest of it underneath the back of the neck, and pull out to the side, so the entire body is part of the pose. Inhale, and exhale the leg to the right. Inhale, the leg towards you, and exhale down. Inhale, and exhale down until the elbow is able to support you. Now re-grip the muscles around the leg bones. Roll the shoulders back, lengthen the collarbones. Deep inhales and deep exhales. Feel the left heel firm on the ground. And grip the outside edge of the right thigh in. Suck it in so the groin feels that containment and feels safer to open. And then bring the leg back up. Supta Tadasana. Adjusting what needs to be adjusted. And then left leg. So we're going to the left, so the left hand holds the strap underneath the back. Right hand holds on the side. Everything is part of the pose. Inhale the leg towards you. And exhale to the left. Keep gripping the legs, the knees, the thighs as you come down in little increments of breath and movement until the left elbow helps to support. Now recharge the legs. Wrap the muscles around the thigh bones. Roll the shoulders back, let the collarbones be long. Keep that right heel firm, the right thigh rolling in, pressing down to the bone. And I find the outside edge of the left thigh and grip the outside edge of the left thigh in, grip it in, and feel the groin open, but from a place of safety and support. Keep pushing out through the balls of the feet. Deep inhales and deep exhales. And then bring the leg back up and exhale and releasing. Supta Tadasana. Make sure you're still in the middle of the mat. Right leg lifts. Parivrtta Supta Pranishasana. So we're twisting. Left hand holds the strap. The strap goes underneath the back from the left to the right. Charge the legs. Coming down in increments. Inhale the leg towards you and across. Towards you and across. And so forth. Until the elbow can support you. Lengthen the collarbones, roll the shoulders back. Keep the left heel firm, the left leg gripping. Keep pushing out through the sole of the right foot, the ball of the foot, spreading the toes. Straightening the knees. Rolling the abdomen to the right, twisting away from that leg. And coming back up and releasing. Supta Tadasana. And now the left leg. So the left leg will be coming to the right. So the right hand holds the strap. It comes underneath the back from the right to the left. And then we draw that leg towards us and to the right, towards us and to the right, towards us and to the right. And it's very normal to have different sides, different tightnesses. Lengthen the collarbones, roll the shoulders back. Now try to press the right heel to the ground, to grip the right thigh muscles around the thigh bone. Keep breathing. And push out the length of that left leg out through the foot. Grip the muscles around the thighs. And then with an exhale, roll the abdomen to the left, out the length of that left arm. Deep inhalations, deep exhalations. And then bring the leg back up and exhale. And release. Okay, we are now going to roll up and we're going to come to the wall with the outside edge of our left foot against the wall and the right leg forward. Making sure to line your front heel up with a little bump underneath the big toe, the inner edge of the ball of the foot. Lift the inner arch of the back foot and connect the outside edge of the foot to the wall continuously. Roll this right thigh to the right. We're coming to Untitled Trikonasana. Inhale the arms, open the chest, lengthen the collarbones. Inhale. Exhale, reaching first. And as you reach, push the right buttock bone forward. Don't let it poke out behind. Push it forward. And then keeping that coming down, spreading the thumb and index finger apart and placing the webbing of the hand where it lands and stretching the left arm to the sky. Now travel to the outside edge of the back foot and re-lift the inner arch of the back foot and re-push into the outside edge of the back foot, the outside edge of the back heel. Feel the wall pushing back at you. Tighten the muscles around the leg bones. And then coming to your front leg, your right thigh, re-roll the right thigh to the right and grip the buttock bone forward And from there, turn and twist and stretch the arms apart. Re-lengthen the collarbones. And 2, and 1. Inhaling up. And exhale, releasing. Okay, coming to the other side. So outside edge of the right foot against the wall, left leg forward, lining up the heel. Let's see, I have it strapped. It's a really nice way to see the line up. So that it's with this part of the foot. Can you see that? There we go. And this is going to help us to get this front buttock bone forward. Lift the inner arch, push into the outside edge of the foot, feel the back leg charged. Roll this front left thigh to the left, grip the leg up. Inhale, stretching our arms, opening our chests. And exhale, reach. And hold it here at the reach. And go to your front left buttock and push it forward. And then keep it forward as you come down, placing the webbing of the hand where it lands and stretching the right arm to the sky. So the hands are light. It's the legs that have the strength. You could lift the hands up. Now re-lift the inner arch of the back foot and push the outside edge of that foot into the wall firmly. The outside edge of the back heel, and feel the wall pushing back at you. Then re-grip the front thigh up and roll it to the left and move the left buttock forward and turn and twist from that. Stretching the arms apart, opening the chest, collarbones long, and 3, and 2, and 1. Inhaling up and exhaling, releasing. Okay, so now we're going to move the mat completely because it sort of actually complicates the next pose if you try to stay structured on the mat. So let's just roll it out of the way. I'm going to lie down on our backs on the floor. I love this variation of Trikonasana, using the wall as the floor for both of our feet. So we just did Trikonasanas 2 times on the floor, on our backs, and against the wall. So our feet will easily find the pose. The right leg is forward, the right thigh rolling open. That's the front leg. This is the back leg. You're lifting the inner arch and connecting the outside edge of the foot to the wall. The heel firmly on the floor. Okay, so now we're lying down. Actually, let me move a bit this way. I think you'll be able to see more. There we go. Okay, so now we have to come into our Trikonasana, and this is just the awkward part, which is why you don't want a mat. You want to be able to kind of slide on a surface that allows you to, coming in, this is your bottom arm in Trikonasana, and you can put it here to help move the inner knee, the inner thigh down, so that as you extend that top arm, the abdomen can really roll and turn from there. And feel that new freedom that comes. And the reason we feel it more deeply is because our right buttock, our front buttock, which loves to poke out, is being forced upwards by the floor. So go with that. Try to scoop your right buttock up as you press this right arm down and turn and twist to the left. Feel that new opening. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Assimilate the space into your awareness. Okay, and we're coming out, and we're going to turn to the other side, to the left-hand side. So here we go, we're now turning and come up onto our elbows. This becomes the front leg of Trikonasana, so it's facing forward. This is now the back leg, and we're turning it in, lifting the inner arch, pushing into the outside edge of the foot, heel firm. Okay, so we have the legs of Trikonasana, and we're now going to come into the pose. So our left hand becomes our bottom arm. We're going to use the weight of it to press down and give a traction point from which to really turn and extend up towards what would be the sky, the top arm. Deep inhalations and exhalations. Traveling through the body, exploring, connecting, absorbing. Pressing that right heel down. Becoming conscious of the left buttock with which the floor is helping us to scoop up So go with the floor, try to scoop the left buttock bone up, then repress that left arm down, and from there turn and twist again. And then coming out of that, and back up to our elbows, and back up to standing. Okay, isn't that a nice way to feel Trikonasana? So let's take our mats back out and just neutralize the body with an Adho Mukha Shavasana with our heels against the wall. Pressing the heels firmly, lifting the toes up so that we're on the balls of the feet. Push the shins back, push the front thighs back. Then sharpen the sit bones to the sky. Stretching the arms, relaxing the head more and more. And then exhale and down to the hands and knees. Crossing the left knee behind the right, widening the feet apart, and coming to sit on the floor between the feet. If this is too high and your knees are really separated, take some height underneath the hips, and that's going to help. Looking at the feet, align them from left to right. Yoga Mudrasana, Gomukhasan 3. Exhaling forward. Counting the length of the inhale and counting the length of the exhale to establish that evenness as we move deeper into the openings. And to the right. Stretching that left arm forward is going to give the forward motion of this twist. And bending this right arm and pushing to twist is going to increase the twist within the forwardness. And to the left. And here it's the same principle. That right arm is the lengthening arm, the forward motion. And the left hand bent at the elbow, fingertips pressing into the floor, is helping to accentuate the twisting action. And up. And we're going to change sides. So I'm recrossing the right knee behind the left. And down we come, taking whatever supports we need. Adjusting our feet. And with an exhale, coming forward to Yoga Mudrasana. Come back to that even and smooth breath that helps our attention to move backwards, but yet watch everything at the same time. Through the breath, through the penetration of the breath. And now to the right. And here we find that length and twistingness. Staying alert everywhere. The breath traveling everywhere. And now to the left hand side. And coming up. Okay, so our hips and our spines are a little ready. Let's now come to Parivrtta with the chair. We already did one on our back in Supta Parivrtta 1. Let's bring it up to standing and extending and feeling things differently. So the chair is going to be to support our hands. Let's see, great, the mat is against the wall. I'm going to put my hands here. Okay, left heel against the wall, right leg forward. And Trikonasana, of course, is the precursor to Parivrtta Trikonasana. So we want to look at what our hips are doing. Can we turn them more and more to really face the chair? Is our back heel firm? Is the inner arch of the back foot lifted? Can we really feel the heel pressing against the wall? Are we rolling that back thigh, the left thigh in, and then really straightening and squeezing the back inner knee tightly? Every time we roll that back thigh in, we're going to be able to move our hips a little bit more and more towards the chair, moving the front left pelvic bone towards the right. Each time we roll the back thigh in. Keep extending the arms, extending the spine, rolling that back thigh in, over and over again. Just feeling the hips, charging the legs. And then changing sides. Okay, right heel against the wall, left leg forward. Feel that heel firm. Lift the inner arch of the back foot. Roll this right thigh, the back thigh in, and push the front thigh back and squeeze the back inner knee tightly. And every time you roll the back thigh in, feel how the front right pelvic bone moves to the left. Keep stretching the arms, gripping the front leg. And having full, deep and even breaths. And coming back up. And just absorbing that. Okay, we're now going to move the chair to the right hand side of our mat like this. Our left heel is going to go against the wall. Our right leg is coming forward, so it's the same setup as the last time, just change sides. The right leg is first. Turning the hips. Our hips are going to be open to turning now, because we've just worked with them. Rolling this back thigh in to feel the front left pelvic bone go to the right. And squeezing that back inner knee tightly. Okay, move this chair in to support the outer leg. All right, keep that back leg gripped. Inhale. Exhale, coming forward. We're not actually going down. We're now turning and placing the left hand on the chair. So we've got this twistingness. Now reconnect with the back leg. Press the heel to the wall. Roll the back thigh in. Feel the front left pelvic bone go to the right. And squeeze the back inner knee. Grip this front thigh up so the legs are super firm. The hips are really frontal. And now as we turn and twist, using the chair to help us turn and twist, I want you to think of keeping the line of the front body long. From the pubic bone to the belly button, from the belly button to the solar plexus, from the solar plexus to the sternum. Lengthen that line. So you almost have to do like a little kind of back bend as you twist. Keep pushing into the chair to help you turn and twist, gripping the legs. Each exhale helping us to twist more. And 3, and 2, and 1. And coming back up, and releasing. Okay, changing the chair to the left-hand side. Right heel against the wall, left leg forward. If you've been doing a very small stance, start widening out. When you widen out, you get more access to really feeling and fine-tuning what's going on in different areas so you can adjust, connect, understand more. Okay, first, making sure that already as much as possible, our back heel is charged, our back leg is strong, our back thigh is rolling in to help this front right pelvic bone go to the left. Feeling all of those actions. Gripping this front thigh up. The legs are firm, the roots of the thighs are sharp. Okay, inhale. Exhaling forward, keep rolling the back thigh in, right pelvic bone to the left. And now reach across, adjust the chair as needed, and place the fingertips of the right hand on the chair, left hand on the railing. And have an initial twist, but stop here and reconnect with your legs. Back leg first, heels to the wall, roll the back thigh in, feel the hips turn, grip the front thigh up. And now, tune into the line of the front spine, from the pubic bone to the belly button, from the belly button to the solar plexus, from the solar plexus to the sternum, lengthening that line, slightly arching the back, pressing the back ribs in. As we're turning and twisting, re-grip the legs. Conscious Ujjayi one breath. And coming up. And releasing. Let's just move our chairs here. Come back to lie on our backs. Taking our strap. Parivrtta, Supta Parivrtta. So bending the right knee, putting the loop around that right foot. Just find a quick little Supta Parivrtta 1, which is like an upside down Parivrtta, where we have our hands on the chair, where we're turning our hips. Here we're being guided from the floor. So this left leg is the back leg in the pose. We roll it in to turn this front left pelvic bone to the right and see what difference that makes on the back hips that are pressing on the ground. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Exploring this. And now we're going to come to Parivrtta Trikonasana. So our left hand holds the strap. The rest of this excess goes underneath the back and is pulled to the right. We charge our legs the same way we just did in our standing poses with the chair. And then bringing the leg towards us and across, towards us and across. Coming down incrementally until the elbow is on the floor. And here we have the legs of Parivrtta Trikonasana. Charge the legs, push through the feet, make the heels dance as if they were pressing into the ground. And now we have to find the twistingness. And because the floor is behind our spine, we can see and learn more about our spine. Which part, is it rounded? Are we able to roll the shoulders back and lengthen that front line we looked at and see the action that it has on our back? Our spine, our back ribs have to learn to press in order to lengthen and expose this. So press in from the middle back and turn and twist. Press in from the upper back and turn and twist. And then this right arm becomes our top arm in Trikonasana. Lengthen the arms apart from each other. Lengthen the collarbones. Full deep breath. And then bringing the leg back up. And we're going to change sides. So through Supta Tadasana, and then the left leg. And finding a Supta Parivrtta to emulate a Parivrtta. And just using this to examine our back hips, our left back hip, our right back hip. So since we know that our foot against the wall is the back leg in this pose, we're going to roll that thigh in and move the front right pelvic bone to the left. And feel the hips changing. Stretching the waist, gripping the legs. The right hand is now going to come up and hold the strap. The strap goes from the right side of the trunk to the left, underneath the shoulder blades. And we pull it with the left hand. Okay, entering into our Parivrtta Trikonasana. Incrementally, meaning the leg comes towards you and then down, towards you and down, towards you and down. This just allows you to go a little further than you thought possible. Coming down, hello plant. That's it, coming down. Okay, now reconnect, just as we do in standing poses, with the back leg, the right leg. Press the heel down, roll the thigh in, turn the right front pelvic bone to the left. Then reconnect with the front leg, which is your left leg. Grip the muscles and push out through both of your feet, as if the heels were pressing, densifying on the floor. Keep rolling and turning the right front pelvic bone to the left, turning and twisting to the left. That left arm is now the top arm. So imagine, stretch the arms apart from each other in your Trikonasana and try to lengthen the front line of the spine and see how it's making the back ribs do something different. They have to work in a different way, pressing in to lengthen the front body as we twist. Breathing into that. And 3, and 2, and 1. Bringing the legs back up and releasing. Okay, we're rolling over and pushing ourselves up. Let's take our Parivrtta Trikonasana action to the wall in a different way. So we now have to move our mats so that they're right up against the wall. And we need a block. And you could also use 2 blocks if you wanted. You can choose the height that you need. All right, so the block is going to come here. My right leg, the leg closest to the wall, is coming forward. My left leg is stepping back. So we're coming to the right first. Make sure that your block is now moved a little bit back behind the heel and bring the foot in close. Okay. Now, back leg, always the crucial leg, right? So find the back heel, squeeze the back inner knee, roll the back thigh in, and feel the front left pelvic bone go to the right. Perfect. When we get that feeling, we know we've started to enter into that, having the hips really face forward, in fact, more over forward, so that we can access the twist more easily. Inhale, left arm up, getting length in the front spine already. Exhale, reaching down, turning and twisting as we do so, and bringing the hand to the block. And I'm going to move it back even a little bit more. And then we turn and twist, and we have the wall here. Twisting, turning, pressing to help us turn and twist. Now reconnect with your back leg. Press the heel down, lift the inner ankle. Roll that back thigh in to help turn again the hips. Left front pelvic bone to the right. Squeeze the back inner knee tightly. Now travel to the front leg too and grip the front kneecap and the front thigh up. Keep turning the left pelvis to the right. And now find the long line of the front spine that we've been exploring. How can we lengthen from the pubic bone all the way up through the belly button, through the sternum, collarbones long, and 3, and 2, back ribs in, and 1. Coming up, and changing sides. I love that version. Really helps to show us where we're getting short here, using the wall to feel our length coming into it. Okay, the block is now coming to the other side. And the left leg is coming forward. And the right leg is coming back. So already let's give attention to that back leg, which sets the tone of the pose. Press the heel down, lifting an out ankle. Roll the back thigh in and feel the front right pelvic bone going to the left. Squeeze the back inner knee. Now grip the front thigh muscle up. Good. Inhale, reaching the right arm up, bringing length. And exhale across and down, moving the block back. Supporting ourselves on the wall. Some people like to have the hand up. I like this because it gives me a better push. Try. Breathing. Feeling. And now reconnecting with the back leg and the back inner knee, which loves to bend a little bit. Squeeze the back inner knee tightly, push the heel to the ground, and roll that back thigh in. And again, turn the right front pelvic to the left. With each exhale, turning and twisting, turning and twisting, turning and twisting. And make sure your front thigh is also gripping up and pushing down at the same time. Holding that, bring attention to the front line of the spine. With your inhale, lengthen from the pubic bone to the belly button to the sternum, sternum to the middle of the collarbones. Dig those back ribs in to turn and twist. Each exhale, carving out a little bit more with that length. And 3, and 2, and 1. Inhaling up. And releasing. Yes. Okay, let's move our mat back to its perpendicular position. And come to an Adho Mukha Svanasana. Neutralizing. Heels against the wall. Spread the fingers widely. Press the heels back. Press the shins back. Press the front thighs back. And widen the sit bones apart. Deep inhalation, deep exhalation. Re-establishing that evenness. And now you can step the left leg forward. And we're going to do a Parivrtta Trikonasana from our abdomens. So we're going to move that right leg across. Straighten it. Keep that back leg, the left leg rolling in, and try to move the left front pelvic bone to the right. And as you come down, you'll have to move this part properly. That's it. Sneak my foot through. Keep the legs charged. Breathing. Keep rolling that back thigh in and turning the front left pelvic bone to the right. The abdomen will follow. And use the arms on the floor, the pressure on the arms on the floor, to help you get that twist from the base of the trunk. Twisting and turning, twisting and turning. Keep rolling the back thigh in. If you can come down lower, you can come down lower in the twist. It's lovely. Squeezing that back inner knee. And 1. And coming out, a unique sensation. And back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Relax the head out, the neck out. Spread the fingers apart even more widely. Stretch the arms. Roll the right upper arm to the right so the inner elbow faces forward, and do the same with the left. Push the front thighs back and peek the sit bones to the sky. And now let's step the left leg forward for our inverted Parivrtta Trikonasana, Parivrtta Sutta Prangushtasana action. So the left leg is straightening to the side like this. You have to keep rolling that back thigh in. Trying to move already the right pelvis to the left. With each exhale, a repetitive connection. Traveling through the inner body with the breath. Reminding the legs to stay charged. Reminding that back thigh to roll in. Try to notice where you don't have sensation. How could you bring connection there? With each exhale, carving out just a little bit more understanding of how we can move the right pelvic bone to the left and feel the abdomen follow. Try to dig those back ribs in. And if you can come down all the way into a twist, go ahead and do that. Gently emerging and back to Adho Mukha. Line the feet up with the hands, line the hands up with each other. Lift the sit bones higher. Stretch the arms, stretch the legs, and drop the head gently down. And feel the even neutrality coming back. Coaxing it back with the breath, with the length, with the structure. And then walking the feet forward, heels out, toes in, gripping our knees, our thighs, widening our sit bones, Uttanasana. And then slowly releasing and coming up. Okay, so now let's take Parivrtta Trikonasana to the mat without a chair, a block if needed, and let's see what those different movements have brought to our Parivrtta Trikonasana, which is often a tricky pose. There's so much involved. There's the hips, the legs, and the twisting of the spine. And so hopefully these different facets that we've looked at today are just going to ignite the intelligence that is already there. Okay, so if you need a block, you're going to have it on the right side of the mat. We're still going to use the wall because it's just a great reference point to come back over and over again to the back leg, the stability of that back leg. Right leg forward, nice wide stance. I'm going to lower the block, it's a little too high for me, and you want to move the block back so that when you come into the pose, your forearm connects with the outside edge of the shin. And that's a traction point from which to twist. And traction points are important. Okay, back to the back leg. Heel to the wall. Roll the back thigh in and feel that movement. The left pelvic bone coming to the right. Squeeze the back in your knee. Grip the front leg. Right hand on the right hip, helping that movement, the overturning action. Inhale the left arm up, feel length coming to the front spine. Exhale across, reaching down, hand to the block, going as high as you want, or removing the block, the forearm and the outer shin connecting. Before we turn into the pose, reconnect with the back leg. Roll the back thigh in and move the front left pelvic bone to the right. With each exhale, a little bit more of that movement. It sets the base of the trunk up for us to then twist. Keep the back leg vibrant, the front leg gripped as we turn and twist, rolling that right elbow back now. A few little exhales to really try to roll the elbow back, to dig the back ribs in, to find the length of the front spine. Over and over again, how can we lengthen the front spine? How can we bring like a little back bend to the pose? Rolling the front shoulders back, lengthening the collarbones. Check the back leg again, and then reaching the right arm to the sky. And traveling around the body, keeping all of those adjustments ignited, and 2, and 1. Hand back to the hip, reconnect the heel to the wall. Stability in the back leg, crucial as we come up. Inhale the arm up. And releasing. Okay, changing sides. I hope you'll let me know how this goes for you. So block if you're using one to the left side. Right heel against the wall. Whoop, and left leg forward. Okay, tuning into our back leg. Heel against the wall, lifting the inner arch and ankle. Squeezing the back inner knee. Rolling the back thigh in so that we feel the movement of the front right pelvis going to the left. We want to accentuate that. We want to overturn whilst gripping the back inner knee and tightening the front leg. So there's a lot going on there. Okay, now we inhale the right arm up, adding in the idea of length in the front spine with all the rest. Keep rolling that back thigh in, turning the right pelvis to the left. Inhale And exhaling, reaching across and down. Adjust, make sure that the forearm and the outer shin are connecting so that you can traction and twist from there. Reconnect with your back leg. Squeeze the back inner knee, roll the back thigh in, and continue that exploration of right pelvis moving to the left with each exhale. Grip the front thigh up. And now, add in with the exhales that we're moving the elbow back, carving a shape that's exposing and opening the front line of the chest. And then we're rolling the front of the left shoulder back, pressing the back ribs in. Keep rolling that back thigh in. Right pelvis to the left. Lengthening the line of the front spine. Finding a way to do a little back bend to open that up. And then reaching the left arm to the sky. Stretching the arms apart. Traveling inside the body, making sure that everything's still connecting. And 2, and 1. Hand back to the hip. Connect with the back heel. Finding our stability through the back leg as we inhale up. And exhale, and release. Yay! Moving the block. And yes, one last time, back onto the mat. Supta Parivrtta cycle. And it's a great pose to come back to and back to throughout a practice. You can weave this Supta Parivrtta cycle in because it just reveals as we go how much has been opened and how much more is alive on a cellular level, the intelligent, awake. So let's see what we've got. Here we go, Supta Parivrtta cycle. Grip the legs. See how more easily they grip immediately? Roll that back thigh in. Even here, a slight sensation of the left pelvic bone coming to the right. Stabilizing the hips as we draw that leg closer and closer and closer. And 3, and 2, and 1. Lateral Supta Parivrtta. Right hand holds the strap. So this is our Trikonasana on the back. Draw the leg towards us and down, being conscious of that front right buttock bone and trying to push it up to the sky, gripping the thigh muscles. Stretching the arms apart. And here we're rolling the right abdomen to the left. So pushing the right buttock bone up, squeezing and sucking the outside edge of the right thigh into the leg, and turning and twisting to the left from there. And 2, and 1. Bringing the leg back up. Changing hands. Parivrtta Supta Parivrtta, Parivrtta Trikonasana. Left hand holding. Grip the legs. Coming down in increments with the breath. Coaxing the body into it. Now what's the back leg? The left leg, right? So press the heel down and roll the back thigh in and try to move the left pelvic bone to the right and let the abdomen, the organs follow that to extend that energy out through the right arm, which is the top arm. Keep rolling that back thigh in. Keep charging the legs. Imagining that both of your feet are pressing on the floor. Lengthening the line of the front spine. So really rolling the shoulders back and trying to expose and lengthen this line. And pressing the back ribs up to the sky. And 2, and 1. Bring the legs back up. And releasing. That was our best cycle yet, wasn't it? Okay, left hand side. So through Supta Tadasana. And into Supta Parivrtta. And with an exhale, find immediate sharpness. Wrap the muscles around the bones. Press that right heel down, roll that right thigh in. As you roll the right thigh in, try to gently, delicately move the front right pelvic bone to the left. and push the front left thigh away from you. And drawing that leg closer and closer in full vibrancy, inhaling into this totally new space here. And then bringing the leg back up, lateral Supta Parivrtta to the left. So this is our Trikonasana. And we're coming down with little incremental inhales and exhales, kind of coaxing the body into new space. That's it. Now we're thinking of this as Trikonasana, which is going to help us to grip our legs around the bones and push out through the feet as if they were holding us up on the floor. Now, what is the floor helping us do here? It's helping to scoop the front buttock bone, which is the left one, up to the sky. And we want to go with that. We want to be part of that action. So try to push the left buttock up to the sky and grip the outside edge of the thigh. Suck it up into you as you charge out and push through the leg. And with that leg gripped in that new way, we're now going to roll the left pelvic bone to the right, the left abdomen to the right. All the organs flowing up and out that right arm. That's it, feel that new broadness. There we go, and 3, breathe into that. And 2. And 1, bring the leg back up, coming for our Parivrtta Supta Parivrtta, aka Parivrtta Trikonasana. So right hand holds the strap, the rest of the strap goes underneath and out to the left. Grip the legs, roll the back thigh in, and move the right pelvic bone to the left as we bring that left leg across to the right. Keep that right heel firm, the right leg gripped. Keep charging out through the left foot. Keep rolling that right thigh in and then moving the right pelvis across to the left, and see how the abdomen starts to follow. The organs start to follow. Now how can we lengthen the line of the front spine as we're twisting? So once we've twisted from the base, inhale from the pubic bone to the belly button, from the belly button to the solar plexus to the sternum, sternum to the middle of the collarbones, lengthening that line and seeing what is required of our back to do that. We have to press the back ribs in and up to the sky. Then stretch the arms apart, lengthen the collarbones. Deep inhalations and exhalations as we explore that we've really made those connections inside the pose forever. And 2, and 1. Bring the legs back up, and exhale, and releasing. Okay, just bring both knees towards the chest, lining the inner feet up, lining the inner knees up, rolling the shoulders back. Lengthen the inhale, and lengthen the exhale. And now extend the arms out, hands in line with the shoulders. Supine twist, Jatra Parivrtta to help the middle and upper back open for future Parivrtta Trikonasanas. So inhale, and exhale, knees to the right elbow. Inhale, and exhale, roll the organs, the lungs to the left. Now, just as we were doing in all of our other poses, lengthening the front line. So not curving, but trying to press the back ribs in to expose this as we turn and twist. Arms are vibrant. And 2, and 1. Legs back up. Just make sure we're right in the middle of the mat. Okay, knees to the chest, lining the feet up. Inhale. And exhale, knees to the left elbow. Take a minute to feel, and then inhale. And exhale, begin to turn from the middle back and from the upper back, whilst pressing those back ribs in to bring that length to the front spine, that exposed length. Each exhale guiding us on how to get just a fraction more deeply into that understanding, that space being opened from inside. And 2, and 1. Bring the legs back up, and exhale, and release. One last time, Dvipara Supta Pavanuttasana. Inner feet, inner knees, shoulders rolling back. Relax the abdomen completely. Relax the face completely. Relax the throat completely. And we are ready for our Shavasana. So you can either take a straight Shavasana, lying on the ground. You could do a chair Shavasana, where you lie down and you have your calves, your legs bent, your calves resting on the chair. Or you can take a Viparita Karani, which is what I'm going to do. Little blanket for the back hips. And coming in. Letting the legs roll open. Rolling the shoulders back. Lining the head up so the sides of the neck feel even. And then extending the arms. And closing the eyes, entering into our Viparita Karani Shavasana, where we're allowing through the softness, through the letting go-ness, all of the work that we've done to settle, to be there, to become part of our movement from here on ever. ending with our loving kindness prayer, extending our energy out to the universe. Loka samastaha sukhinho bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And then gently releasing the hands, bending the knees, and bringing the feet down the wall. And just pushing ourselves backwards so the lower back connects to the earth. And then when we're ready to emerge, we're rolling over to the right hand side and pushing ourselves back up. And welcome back. Our practice is complete. So I hope the body feels great, and I hope that doing these different works of Trikonasana and Parivrtta Trikonasana from all different facets has helped to reveal something new for you today, and maybe it can be continued as a thread in your own practice to mix those up until this inner understanding just blossoms forth. Do let me know. I'd love to hear from you, and take care.